What's up everyone, it's your boy Xmanny87 here, bringing you another Mezco Toyz video, and what I have for you today is the Mezco Toyz 112 Collective New York Comic Con exclusive Sovereign Knight Batman and Black Mask 2-pack. Gotta give a big shout out to my wife Justine at Geek Chic Style for getting me this pack while I was at work. It sold out so quick, so I'm very fortunate to own this set. As you know, Mezco Toyz exclusives, they sell out fast. Before I get into everything, if you could please leave a like rating on the video, it'll show your support for my channel. I greatly appreciate it. Now, it comes with everything you see here, minus the bases. So we'll take a look at Black Mask first, because, come on, let's face it, that's who you want to see first, right? Me too. And then we'll take a look at Batman. Taking a look at the accessories for Black Mask first. Here is the SMG gun that he comes with, and it looks so freaking cool. One thing I love about Mezco Toyz is how realistic they make their weapons look, and this looks absolutely amazing. I love like the dry brushing here, just so nice. It's got that nice gunmetal color to it. One thing I really love what Mezco does is they give you an extra magazine clip, so he does have another one that you could just port in here. I like that at the very top of the magazine clip you got the bullets right here, so that's really cool. And one thing to note, one of my magazine clips came out more washed than the other one, so just found that interesting, I guess. But it's always cool that they give you a backup just in case you lose one. He also comes with a blast effect that looks really cool, a nice translucent yellow, and you got the bullet sculpted right there. At the end of this is a very thin peg, so be careful with this, please. You can just plug that into the SMG right here, and once you carefully plug that into the gun, you have this nice cool blasting effect. Next up we have his pistol here, and it's a nice solid black color, and you have some silver parts here and there. One thing that's really cool about this is if you cock it back, it looks like he has a silencer, so that looks really cool. He also comes with another magazine clip, and this one is for his pistol, so one is already on there. Just slide that out and slide that in real easy. Now your Black Mask is ready to shoot someone in the face. Next up we have his briefcase, which I think is the best accessory out of this pack. I love this thing a lot. It has a really cool light up feature, and I'll get to that in a minute, but just looking at the sculpt right here, it's really nice. Got some little wear and tear design here, sculpting on the bottom here, and you got the hinge on the handle, really cool. And then this tab right here, you could just untab this, and these are where you store the batteries. So the batteries are packed separately, you just gotta slide them in these little slots where you see the arrows facing. Just take a fingernail and kind of just pop this out by the little locks on the sides here. So let's do that, and boom! How awesome is that? You have a nice light up briefcase, and it's carrying, I guess, plutonium or kryptonite would be really cool. You can always set something up like that. And just looking at the inside of the briefcase, so cool. Everything you see around here, like the voltage, hazard signs, that's really cool. Looking at the top of the briefcase, this looks super cool. You got those hazard logos here, and those blue and red things. I don't know what they are. I guess they're supposed to be like some sort of level type of things that you could like move up and down, you know what I mean? Now taking a look at it with the lights off, this is definitely my favorite accessory. Wow, this looks absolutely amazing. Mezco has done it again, where they just continue to amp up the accessories. Love this, man. I love accessories like this that'll help you be creative with your photography, so this is really cool. And one more thing to note is that when you close it, boom, you don't have to worry about it draining any type of battery life. It automatically turns off. As far as hands go, Black Mask has two close-fisted hands. He comes with two trigger finger hands, one to hold his pistol and the other to hold his SMG. He has one left open hand and one right gripping hand to hold his briefcase. Now to take a closer look at Black Mask, I really love the head sculpt here. This is amazing. Another great job Mezco has done for the head sculpt. Looks really good. I love how it's textured and sculpted throughout. It really looks like it's been carved in. If you don't know, Black Mask, the way he got his mask was basically making it from parts of his father's casket. So This does have kind of a carved look, so this looks really, really good. I really like how the teeth are painted, so no complaints there. I'm blown away by this head sculpt, just phenomenal. Like, you could tell where the mask would end on the top part of his cheekbone, and going into the eyes is still a solid black color. I like that a lot. He has a neck sleeve right here covered in black, and it does look like he has some sort of like bluish hue to it. Maybe that's just my lighting, but definitely looks like it has a hint of blue in there. And the head is on a single ball joint, so it's easy to pop it off. Taking a closer look at the body here, really like this suit. He's in a all black suit, and I like the tie. It likes to shift to the side a lot, but I pull it back in the middle just to keep it centered. But yeah, looking at this overall, so nice. Got the vest inside. His jacket, his little blazer jacket right here is it's pretty much stitched on, so it doesn't come off, and I wouldn't recommend pulling it off unless you want to damage the soft goods here. I wouldn't recommend it. Plus, it looks neater this way anyway. Got a little button there. Looking down at the sleeves, and you got undershirt in there, dress shirt underneath the jacket. Looking at the back, yeah, the only problem is that with this black suit, it's gonna catch a lot of lint and is gonna be very visible. So hopefully one day they'll make a black mask in a white suit. That would be awesome. He's got a nice sculpted belt right there. You can see the vest inside. Taking a look at the legs here, again, nicely done, tailor-made to form fit this body shape. In case you didn't know, he is on the Joker body, so that might bug some people, but it doesn't really bother me. And here are the shoes, nicely sculpted. Now to cover articulation with black mask, his head moves up that much, down that low, left, right, and he does have some head pivoting, and it rocks around. His arms move up that high, and I don't want to push it any further than this. He has a bicep swivel, elbow swivel, single jointed elbows that's a little less than 90 degrees. He's got the wrist swivel and the ball joint at the wrist that you can point in any direction. He has an ab crunch that moves that far down and that far back. You got swivel on the upper torso, slightly pivots and rocks around. Same at the waist, swivels. It crunches, pivots, and rocks around. His legs move that far apart, and I don't want to spread it any further than that. I'm afraid of damaging the fabric here. His legs move that far up and that far back. His upper thigh rocks around. It also swivels. He's got double jointed knees, and look at that. Heel to the butt. Yes! His ankles move up that far. Really good. Moves down that low. Not so good. It swivels, and he has some ankle pivot. Now to cover accessories for Batman, he has 10 small batarangs. He also has a larger batarang that's nicely designed as well. He comes with one grapnel gun. He also comes with 3 interchangeable grapple hooks, so here's a standalone one, and you could just plug it in like so. He also has a roped one, which I'm not going to unravel at this time, but it can plug in the gun. And the last grapple hook here is this awesome wired Poseable grapple hook, and I've never seen this on any of the previous Mezco Batmans. If there was one, let me know in the comments below, but this is super cool. You could pose it however you like, and if you want it twirling around, you can do that as well, and just plug it in the grapnel gun. By twirling it, you make it look like he just launched his grapnel gun. Or you can straighten it and make it look like he's launching straight ahead at enemies or upwards, and you don't have to worry about this falling down if you were using the rope type of grapple hook. On the back of the utility belt, Batman has a holster that you can store the grapnel gun, so that's really cool. Next up, you got the Sonic Disruptor, and this looks so clean, man. Really like the gunmetal color on the dish right there, and you got some gunmetal color parts right here. For the most part, it is all solid black. On this round ring right here, it's like a glossy black. And this hole that you see on the side of the Sonic Disruptor, you can simply just remove the dish right here and plug this in like so. Once you do so, you can simply store it on the back of his utility belt, just like the grapnel gun. He's got 2 interchangeable heads, so this is the default head and the black cowl, and it looks so good. Just like the other Sovereign Knight Batmans, you got that nice sculpt going around, and you have the angry look. He's got the grinning teeth, and you also get a Bruce Wayne alternate head, and that looks really good. Man, it looks like Ben Affleck so much. Looks like he's got some salt and pepper going on right here in his hair. As far as hands, Batman comes with 2 closed-fisted hands, 2 pair of trigger finger hands, 1 to hold his sonic disruptor or his grapnel gun, 2 batarang holding hands, 2 gripping hands, and 2 action hands to hold multiple batarangs. Now to take a closer look at Batman here, he is in all black, so similar to the Onyx edition and the PX exclusive. It has the same layout in terms of costume design. Something about this all black Batman costume I just love. Now if you saw my Onyx edition review of that Batman, you know that the plates, like the armored plates, were a glossy color. This is a matte type of finish, so a lot of people wanted this kind of finish for that Onyx Batman. And while I love that Batman a lot, I think the matte came out so much better. So something about this matted look that makes it look more streamlined, more finesse. Now the Onyx edition Batman had the yellow oval, which looked like Michael Keaton's Batman, and I love that. This one, with the way it looks being matted, gives me a Christian Bale Dark Knight type of costume vibe here. But it looks so good, especially here where you got like the abdomen plates. Then on the side, you know, you got the sleeves that are again separated. I like the softer type of fabric that's separating, you know, the design here. That is looking real good. Makes it look like a light carbon fiber material. The oval Batman logo right here is in a solid black. Looks real nice. Looking at the back, more of this design all around. Looking really good. Looking at the back gauntlets, this looks very nice. You got these blades right here that are very sharp. Looking at it around, since it's forearm swivels. Again, nice design. And you got the hands that are nicely sculpted as well. Looking at the utility belt here. Sorry if his back crotch is in your face, but it's nicely sculpted. Does look like the middle here, it's almost like it resembles a bat head. So, pretty cool. Looking at the back, the holster for his grapnel gun. He's got a stitched up bat butt. And you got more of that nice design on the legs. So that looks really good. Man, I'm just admiring the details throughout on this figure. You got the armored knee pads. And you got the armored boots. Looking really good. And I like how much detail they put in this shoe. So good. And on the bottom of his feet, you got this nice sculpting going on, man. That's impressive. Really like the sculpt. Got 2 peg holes on the bottom of his feet. The cape is a nice soft material. You can pose it, move it back, so it's not draping over his shoulders, or you can do that as well and get that iconic Batman look with his cape draped over his shoulders, and or spread it out that far. Now to cover articulation with Batman, his head is on a single ball joint, so his head moves that far up, that far down, left, right. It pivots and rocks around. You got his shoulders that move that far up, and I wouldn't move it any higher than that. I don't want to damage the fabric here. And he's got the shoulder swivel, butterfly rocker joint, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that bend in more than 90 degrees, forearm swivel. You got the wrist swivel and the ball joint at the wrist, so you can point it in any direction you like. Diaphragm joint that crunches that far down, that far back. You got an upper torso swivel, and you got swivel at the waist slightly. You got pivot at the upper torso, and it rocks around. So does his waist. Very tight though. Legs move that far apart, so real good. Moves that far up and that far back. You got leg rocker at the upper thigh, thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and oh, no heel to the back butt, but you get heel to the back. You get a swivel at the top boot right here. His ankles don't really move up that much. It only moves down that low. It does swivel, and you got some very weak pivot, unfortunately. For some comparisons, here they are next to the DC Collectibles Essentials Red Hood and Mattel's DC Multiverse Red Hood. And as you can see, the Essentials is way too tall. Doesn't work. The Mattel one works best in scale with these guys. Here is Batman next to the Onyx Edition Batman, and here is Black Mask next to Mattel's DC Classics Black Mask. Here they are next to Catwoman and Joker. Here they are next to Deathstroke and Commissioner Gordon. And here they are next to Superman. And here is Batman next to Mattel's DC Multiverse Alfred. And this works perfectly. Man, this Alfred is everything. Alright, Toy Fam, and now to wrap things up, my final thoughts is this set was worth the purchase. Yes, we get another Batman, but if there's one thing that Mezco does right is Batman. And I've yet to feel unsatisfied with any of their Batman offerings. He doesn't come with as much accessories as his previous Batman figures do, but we get some new things like the wired Poseable Grapple Hook. That was really, really cool. So as long as there's always like some sort of new offering, I'm totally down for re-releases in different costumes or whatever. Let's face it, the highlight of this pack was Black Mask. I think that's what everyone was gunning for, is the chance to own Black Mask. This is Mezco Toyz' first Black Mask figure. And you know what? Using the Joker body, the way the suit came out and everything, I'm satisfied. They did no wrong with this. The only thing I would have wished for with this Black Mask is maybe a removable jacket where he would have, you know, some holsters on his dress shirt. That would have been cool, you know, for some added accessories. Love the weapon choices for him. Just wish they gave him some sort of like, you know, butcher knives or something that he would torture his victims with, because, you know, that's what he loves to do. But I have plenty of Punisher accessories that will get the job done for that. That light up briefcase though, hands down, best accessory in the pack. This set is total fire, total awesomeness, giving this a rating of 10 out of 10. Yes, I am happy with this set, and I'm just happy that my recent purchases have been 10, so man, I want to keep it rolling like that. Alright guys, so that was my review. Please drop a like rating on the video, comment, we'll chat about it. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, link is in the description below. Get your Mezco Toyz figures at Big Bad Toy Store, link is in the description below. Share and subscribe if you're new, enjoy the pics at the end of the video. See you on the next review. Peace, peace.